kings and queens, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please make sure you subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, cooking videos and different other videos. If you are all subscribers, welcome again. I love you with the love of God. So in today's video I will be doing a Faux Locs. Yes, I'll be using Brazilian wool, different 2 colors of which you will see in the video, and it's 100% Brazil wool hair, 100%. That's what it says on it. That's what it says on it. And it's 70 grams. So the thing I'm needing is scissors for this particular style. It's just scissors and the comb that you're gonna need to cut the hair. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. So pulling the hair, remove this one. As soon as you open the hair, you literally see where the hair is joined. So you see like where the beginning of the hair is. It's actually normally just there on it. It's nothing, it's not hard. You just take it and roll it out. So I'm going to show you guys how I roll it, and I'll show you guys how to do it. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you for tuning in. So you wear the length the way you want it. You test you try it on your client's hair. That's how where you want the length to stop. So what I do is just hold it like that. That's the long one where the roll is, and that's the short one. I just hold it really tight. The short one is the most important one that you need to hold really tight. And when I hold it, I just wrap it. Just wrap it. So this roll is going to go over the chair. So at the back of the chair, and roll it again. Do it the same way at the back of the chair. The front comes here, and at the back of the chair, the front comes here. At the back of the chair, the front comes here. At the back of the chair, the front comes here. It's just like that. As easy as that. And when you're done wrapping, let's say I'm done, just so I can show you guys. So you see where you wrap the other one is where you're gonna cut. So you make sure you watch the end of the first one that you cut, which is this one. This one is where you're gonna cut the hair. That's it. So that's been cut. And that's the length. That's what it's there. So ready for work. So as you can see, them is already in a strand, and I'll show you guys how many strands I'm using. So when you finish doing that, now is the time for you to do your wrapping. So this style, it's painless and it's very protective. As you can see, when I cut the hair, because her hair is very thick and she didn't relax her hair because she wanted to just protect it and keep it natural. So excuse the way I'm going about it, but that's the only soft way I can go about it. So I'm gonna cut the hair, and then I'll use some strand of hair which you guys will see, and I will try to braid it. Yes, a little bit. Why I braided it? Because her hair was too thick and I wanted it to be protected. If the hair was soft, I would have done it another way, which I will do someday to show you guys how to do it. So I'm going to braid that. As you can see, I'm going to take 5 strands of hair. Yes, 5 of it. And I'll start braiding. You can take 5, 6, 7. It's all up to you and the length that you want. I wouldn't tell you a particular amount, and I'll differentiate it, obviously, just the way you do braids, and I will do my braids. I'm not going to braid all throughout. I'm just going to braid her natural hair. I'm not going to braid all throughout her natural hair because her hair is quite long. It's just not relaxed. So I'm just going to braid a little bit of her hair. So when I'm done doing that, obviously I wanted to wrap to show you guys how I do the wrapping. But because her hair is too thick and it was trying to like get on the in my way, so I had to like do the other side of the braids, and then I continue wrapping. So when you're wrapping, make sure that if you're wrapping with 2 strands, I was wrapping with 2 strands, but for some I did wrap with 3 strands. It all depends to what length you want and the look that you're going for. So when you're doing that, make sure the 2 strands that you're doing, or 3 strands, all of them are in equal length, and then you start wrapping, which I'll show you guys in a minute after I do the other braids, which because I didn't want it to stay in my way. So whilst I'm doing that, I'm gonna cut the hair. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not subscribed at all. This style is very protective and it's pain free. When I'm doing the cornrow, it's very light. You see that you might feel like it's tight, but it's not. It's not tight at all. It's just so free to the point that it's this style. Normally when people do it, they don't sleep. People always complain, I don't sleep. When I do it, I can't sleep. I have to take it down. But when I did it with this yarn, this Brazilian wool, it was the best. And every time I do customers' hair with this Brazilian wool, it's always so soft to the point that they don't get any pain. So yeah, so after I'm using it to do her hair, saying she don't want any pain, and then she wanted the length long. So guys, when you're doing this for a client, sometimes it's very hard for you to be able to get that particular length, because some clients on the phone will tell you, oh, I want it short, but when they get to you and you're doing it, they want it long. So that's my case here. She wanted it not too long, but when I started doing it, she wanted it long. So that got me a little confused because I needed to like fix the length. But then don't worry, if you do the first 2-3 that is shorter than what she will require, don't worry about it, just continue doing it. It will all blend, which you guys will see. Excuse me, I've got cold. So now I'm going to be wrapping. So when you're wrapping, you fold it a little bit of the hair, you hold it, and then you start wrapping. The reason why I'm using longer yarn to wrap is because I don't want to be joining the yarn too much. That's why I'm using longer one, which of course it was really hard for me to wrap with it because it was getting tangled in my hand and stuff. But that's the best I can do to save me some, you know, going back and getting small yarn and joining them, which sometimes I need to join them with the length that she said she wanted, but it was not too much of it. So just make sure you wrap them closer to each other. It's easy to wrap, but it's hard to wrap as well. So it can be both. It just depends on how good you are at the technique. But just wrap it and make sure you take it closer to each other and wrap. So when you finish wrapping, which I'll show you guys in this video, you're gonna bond the end. That's what I did. Some people can just leave some end, and then when they finish, they put it in water and get the curly ends. But I bond the end because that's what she wanted. She wanted just straight. She didn't want any curls. So for me to get that, I had to like bond the ends. So as I said to you guys, when you use the shorter one to the yarn for you to wrap it becomes so easy, but then you have to keep adding it. So in this one, the other one I'm showing you guys, the shorter one, that's how quick it can be, but you have to keep adding it. So apparently the same time you can use unfolding the other one ended up being the same time you use with the shorter one, because you have to literally keep adding the yarn on it as you go along. So it all depends on what you want to do, but that's how you go about it. So I'm going to show you guys on this one how I end up burning the end. I use lighter, which is really safe. You can use candle, but I feel like lighter is more safer than candle. So when you're wrapping it, if you feel like there's any space, you can just push it through and keep wrapping. It can be just as easy as that, you know, but it all depends on you and what you want to wrap. So with the wrapping that I was wrapping, I had a black hair, that's what I was talking about. You can just keep adding the shorter ones and keep wrapping. It can look like it's really fast, but then it takes the same time as the other one. I actually set the time for it, and it takes the same time as the other one. So yeah, and it's really protected. It's a very protective hairstyle. Obviously you can have it on your hair for like 6 months, 3 months. It depends on how long you keep your hair and how you look after it. It's very important to look after it really nice. And the difference between the yarn and the Brazil, which has it called, the Afro kinky, is that the kinky can be a little funny and itchy. That can itch some people's hair a lot. It can itch their scalp and stuff. So I think I'll advise anyone to get the yarn or the thread, which is a yarn as well. But like this is the Brazilian yarn. You can get like the normal yarn, which is the thread for crocheting. You can get that and use it. It will give you the similar effects and nicer. But if you want more posh look and everything, I think you should go for the Brazilian yarn. It depends on the length you're going for, but I was so shocked that I did not even end up using so many packs on this hair. Apparently I think I used about 5 to 6 packs of it, the bundles. I used 5 to 6 bundles. It all depends on the length, because they're my length and I end up wasting the hair a little bit. That's why I use that amount. But if the length was what we agreed on earlier on, I would have used at least 4 around that. But because of the longness of the length that we end up changing as we go along, that affected it. So guys, keep watching and you see I'll try and show you guys everything, how I bond them and everything. Excuse this video guys, it took 2 days to do this hairstyle. No, I don't mean like 2 full days. I started doing it for like 3 hours, and then she had to go receive her visitors, and she didn't come back till the next day. So that's why you see her wearing 2 different clothes. Don't ask too much questions. Because of that, we didn't do it of 2 days straight, like all 2 days straight, but we did it in 2 days because of activities we have to do. So we did half, and then we do half the other day. So thank you for watching. But normally if I do this hair straight on, no distraction, if it's long like this, it takes me 5 to 6 hours to finish it straight on. If it's long, if it's short, it takes me shorter time. But because it's long, obviously it takes you like 2 minutes or even more to wrap one hair. So just calculate that with the amount of hair wraps that you're gonna have on your head. So yeah, let me stop talking and make you guys watch the video and enjoy it. And at the end of the video, I'll show you guys the products I'm going to use on it, and just a trick to show you guys more. So we're going to use mousse. Obviously mousse is very important. Whenever I do braids, singles, or whatever, I use it because it makes the hair shiny and it holds them in place. So even if you have any, hair going east and west and north, don't worry, most will just sort that out for you. And then when I'm going to put it in, I'm just going to use the hair dryer and then dry it off, which sometimes if I use espresso, I don't even use scissors to slice it or whatever. It just works so well. I'm just going to dry it and that's it. You're going to see the end look. Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe and put the notification bell. I do loads of hair videos and cooking videos as well, and a little bit of just so thank you guys and stay blessed.